Welcome to Replace Your Income with Options podcast. We teach everyone that we can how to replace their income with options. And today we're going to talk about the paycheck trap. It's like Hotel California, but worse. You remember that line in Hotel California? Welcome to the Hotel California. You can come anytime, but you can never leave. Well, that's like your job. You can check out anytime, but you can never leave. So let's talk about paychecks. And I love paychecks. Paychecks are awesome. Everybody should have one or two or three or four. But here's the truth about working for someone else. You don't control how much you earn. Someone else does. So there's a lid, a cap. You know, your raise is, if you're lucky, 2%, 3% a year. That's not keeping up with inflation. You're losing money and you're not getting ahead. So that means you're getting worse and worse and worse and worse every year. The worst part about this whole thing is that most people don't know that they're stuck, right? Or they're trying to find another job, or they feel like they're stuck, but they can't get out. It's a perfect trap. You cannot escape. Most people will have anxiety over this. Is like, I can't leave my job. I can't leave my job. It's the security that I have. They're comfortable enough to stay. And you know what? They can't find another job, right? And so they're thankful for what they have, or not thankful, but just miserable. Now, for me, I was really fortunate, and I'm going to share a little bit about my story here. But I got my first paycheck in 1996, and I was making $200 a week. And my first job was in the Army. And I learned about the paycheck trap right away. I mean, right away. And I don't know how I learned it. It just kind of happened. But now that I've learned it, I'm teaching other people about this. But what I learned was you have to have a second revenue. You absolutely have to, because everybody that was around me was broke. They were living paycheck to paycheck. And yet I was investing in the markets, right? They were buying fast food DVDs. And it's kind of funny because people felt sorry for me because I wasn't buying a lot of crap. You know, I didn't go out to eat. They're like, oh man, I'll spot you. You know, it's like, you're broke. I got all this money in the investment account and you're going to spot me. It's like, I don't want charity. I'm not broke. I'm just choosing to invest my money because I'm looking ahead to the future. And I understand that I need a second revenue stream to be comfortable later on and do the things that I want to do. And I still had fun. So don't get me wrong. It's not like I was like this dude that didn't have fun. I had a lot of fun and I did a lot of cool stuff. I traveled. I was in Germany. I went over Europe. I did all kinds of cool stuff. Great time. Don't regret any of it, but I was putting money away and that was growing. And so what I realized, here's the thing. This is a misconception and a mindset shift that I want you to go. I have come to the conclusion that in life, in order to be successful, you've got to continually be working on yourself and have mindset shifts. And one of the big mindset shifts that you need to understand is that you don't need six figures to be wealthy. And it's not how much you make. It's what you do with what you have. You have to use your money wisely. And if you're already in a bad situation and you're over your head and you're drowning, well, it's time to make some tough choices. Make those hard choices. Figure out every possible way that you can cut back on your expenses, and then start investing and create that second income, and then start creating that third income. So I realized it's not how much you make. You don't need to make six figures to build wealth. I was making $200 a week. Please let that sink in. And by the time I was 23 years old, I had over $30,000 in investments. And did you know what I did? As soon as I got out of the military, I invested it back into another business. I invested into another cash flow, right? And there's never been a time in my entire life that I've not been investing in cash flow, in something that will pay me, right? And so you need a couple things that you need. You don't need six figures. All you need is a plan, consistency, and a system that works, and you have to execute, right? A plan, consistency, a system, and execution. And you then, on top of that, you don't want to blow up, do something stupid, right? The whole blowing up thing's a whole nother story. I've blown up too many times because I've got a little crazy, but then I go back to my system and I start all over again and I get right back to where I need to be, but no more blow ups. Okay. But so, the better way is to invest, right? And so I am presenting with replace your income with options. I'm presenting the absolute best way that I know. And that is options. I call it the world's best strategy. The world's best strategy. And I want to be completely upfront here. Most people lose money with options and they put a very bad connotation on options because they say it's risky. And it can be if you don't know what you're doing. But why do people lose money? Because they're chasing hype, they're trading on emotion, they have no system, no structure, and no risk control. And the biggest thing is they're going for home runs. They want to win. They want to win big. They want out of their financial pain quickly. And that's not how this works. That's not how, and I'm not saying it's going to take forever. It's actually the way to get rich quick is to get rich slow. I know that makes no sense. The way to get rich quick is to get rich slow. But you take your money, you roll it, and then you increase, you roll it, and you increase, and it goes so fast. But here's what's so cool. So I created this system, and it's called the Freedom Income Engine. And it's to flip all of this upside down. And here's what makes this system so different, right? I'm not just trying, I am the total freedom guy because I'm not just trying to get you financially free. I'm trying to get you time free. So here's how it works. We look at doing just one trade a week, less than 1 hour a week. Now, you can do more than one trade, obviously. You can put in more than 1 hour, but that's minimum. That's what we're going for. One trade, 1 hour. A simple checklist and a clear system targeting just 1%. That's baby wins, guys, baby wins. They're small wins that compound. And here's the thing. It's no gambling, no guess out, no burnout. It's a method built for real people that are busy with jobs and families, right? And it works, right? And I have been doing these side income things for a long time. And this is the one that I've seen that is the simplest for the least amount of money that has the highest return on investment. So I want you just to think about this, okay? It's a Thursday night. You sit down, you spend 20 minutes looking at a checklist, and you place one trade. By Monday, you've earned more than that trade than your second job. Now, imagine doing that every week until you don't need a job at all. This isn't about money. It's about freedom from stress, freedom from asking permission. It's, the line from Hotel California, you check in, but you can never leave. We're giving you permission to check out. You can leave today, right? You can leave the paycheck trap. You can leave not having to live retirement in the way that you want to live it. You can spend time traveling, doing the things that you want to do, not stuck on one income, not trying to live off of Social Security or on your measly job, right? And I'm working with a lot of people, and here's some scenarios that I'm working with. Number one, people that want to replace their income because they want to get out of their job. That's the first group. And that's the most difficult to accomplish, but we're getting people to do it. The second group is people that are okay working. They just want a second income. That's the sweet spot because they can keep their job income, live off of that, and use that options income to build the financial freedom. And that's going to happen really fast, right? And that's the sweet spot. So if you want to work and do this for a while, then if you decide, you can always walk away once you get to a really big level. And then the third group of people that we're helping is the retirees, right? The ones that are living on a fixed income and they want to double it. Well, this is perfect for that. Absolutely perfect for that. So we are really seeing a lot of people being successful. As a matter of fact, just this week, we hit a great trade on Palantir, we posted our option. It was a 1.2% gain in a week. A lot of the members got it. We also have something called the cash flow profit stacking. It's a profit stacking system. That trade hit this week. A lot of people are getting it, and it's just that's the cash. The profit stacking is a bonus, and wow, that bonus is only available for a little bit, but it's absolutely crushing it right now. And so, if you're really interested in getting that freedom, the freedom that I'm talking about, getting that second income, I recommend that you go ahead and take a look at my sales page where I share the system out. You get all of the stuff that we're offering. I'm not going to go into it here because you guys want to listen to this. You don't want to sit there and go through all this. You go check it out on your own. The link is in the description. But if you're really serious about getting that freedom, it's awesome, right? And let me just close out by saying we really have found the great system that works almost 99% of the time is because we're always trading stuff that's going up. We find the best of the best. And yes, there are sometimes some bear markets and sometimes some difficult periods. But even in losing markets, we just had a tremendous down market this month. And that was actually our biggest month of the year. Why? Because when there was all that volatility, the premiums were so much higher. And you might not understand all about the premiums, but it means you're selling options. And we go all into that in the course. And like I say about this isn't a course, it's a community, but it's not a course, it's a transformation. I'm trying to help people replace their income with options to get a transformation. But anyways, that's it for this week. Thanks for listening. If you have any questions, comments, feedback, please email me at casey@freedomincomeoptions.com. I reply to everything, so please hit me up. I really appreciate everyone that listened in. And until the next episode, we'll see you soon.